Ah, good. We're getting base camp. Makes sense. Alright, there's a lot we can do here. First and foremost, let's go to the info section. So, here is basically how it works. Just like in Path of Radiance, any conversation that has 3 stars will give you some material benefit. It might be like another character. It could be some items. It could be gold or something. Material benefit. So we'll check this out. We'll see what's waiting in town. It's Meg. They're not siblings, by the way. Looking for someone. Hey, Roz. Yeah, it's Meg. She's here. She will be coming along. Came all the way from Crimea. Let's see. So that's what 3 stars can get you. 2 stars is usually important information. I think this is just going to be a brief rundown of how the merchant caravan works. Since we are traveling with merchants, that means we can get items. Always have fair prices. So that's where you can supply on weapons, staves, medicines. Amy has gained a little extra utility. Every chapter, she's going to have a selection of rare items. Rare items and weapons. You can only get one of them. They're usually worth it. So again, that's important information. And here we've got the other merchants, the twins. Jorge and Daniel. They're doing the practicing their pitch. Soth has interrupted them. But yes, there are changes. I think the changes they're going to talk about are actually meaningless. Yeah, this is the thing that's actually meaningless. So in the Japanese version of the game, the conceit here is that, as Daniel said, the raw materials for weapons is in short supply. So he's asking you to sell any weapons that you don't need. And that's supposed to improve Daniel's ability to forge new weapons. Like, you would need, like, say, an iron sword is worth 5 points. I don't know the exact number. Let's say it's worth 5 points. And you need like 15 points to forge a steel sword. That was a mechanic in the Japanese version. They completely scrapped it in the localized version. But they didn't change the part where he explains how it works. And then, this is the other thing that is important. The coins. You might recall in Path of Radiance, I collected, I think, 4 coins, kept them stuffed in my convoy. They were absolutely useless in Path of Radiance itself. They took up an item slot and they were worth exactly gold. But if you hang on to them, they should be. I'm going to take a quick envoy. Might not have them? Oh, I might not have them because they're probably with Ike. Whatever. Fine. But a coin can be used to add an extra enhancement to weapon. I'll try to show it off. And anyway, 1-star info conversations are just flavor. Get a chance to know characters, learn a little bit about their personalities. Seems Kurth is surprised that no one is trying to pry into his identity. So we definitely don't know that he is the Prince of Goldoa. Support menu. I guess I gotta talk about this. Support functionality was completely butchered from previous Fire Emblem games. The way it works now is you can pick the unit. Start with one unit, you get the list, and we'll just do Edward and Leonardo just for the hell of it. Create a support relationship. Boom, it's done. There's no conversation. That's it. They can only support with the one character. Yeah, it's kind of like that, isn't it? Supports can only happen between one character. If I go to Edward again, let's say I want to set him to Nolan. This will erase his support with Leonardo. Just like that. Again, no conversations whatsoever. The only conversations that occur are going to be on the battlefield, and they're going to be extremely generic, like call and response conversation, where one character will get like a 3-line dialogue box, and then the other character will get a 3-line dialogue box, and it's going to be completely irrelevant to like who they are. One's going to be like, "Hey, be careful out there," and the other's going to be like, "Hey, you too." That's it. It's the entire support system. It looks like yeah, okay. So units can build their level of support by just spending more time, or spend it by being deployed together on a map. That's how they can achieve higher ranks. Looks like I accidentally, by deleting the relationship, the support between Edward and Leonardo, I reset it to 0. That's fine. I don't actually care. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. That's just a lot of hassle. No, I'm not even gonna bother resetting. It's fine. Let's take a look at the shop. This is the bargain bin. You can see I don't have a ton of cash, so I can't buy everything. The bargain bins are where you get these one-of-a-kind items, like a javelin for only 600, a hand axe for 625. I think if I go to the armory, I can't even buy hand axes and javelin. Can buy bronze, which I've already explained. Bronze weapons are just the absolute trash tier. No critic capability. I guess they're technically lighter and more accurate. Not worth it. Knives are separate from daggers. Knives can be used at range, daggers can't. It might not be a bad option for Goth. Just to give him a little bit more utility. And I'm pretty good on the other weapon. This time, I don't think I'm gonna buy any of these. This beast killer might come in handy in the near future. But since it's a knife, Soth is the only one who can use it, and he'll be fine without it. I'm not in a hurry. L Light is L Light might be good. It's 2 points higher, so it'll fill the gap between Light and Thani. That's not nothing. You also technically can't use it yet, I don't think. But it's also going to be worth like half my current funds. What's under the shop? So it's going to slow her down. And she needs all the speed she can get right now. So it might... No, I'll be fine without it. It'll be a while before she can use it. Then there's also men, but I don't need it. Finally, Forge. You can craft a special weapon. The type of weapon you can make, or the grade of weapon you can make, is just based on what chapter you're on. Let's say I wanted to make a knife. Just as in Path of Radiance, you can dial things up. Or dial them down. Let's see. It's a little weird. Well, I guess it's not that weird. The further you get away from the normal stat, the more expensive it is. You can also just give it another color, which you would only see if you're doing the full battle animations. And I have turned them off. I might just make a basic tome, basic weapon someone will use. These things up. Let's take a look at everything. Seems to be mostly okay. What they've got. Oh yeah, here's Meg. Armor Sword is her official unit designation. She's an armored knight. In this game, armored knights get are separated based on what weapon they use. So she is here using swords, which okay. She comes with the Fortune ability. I think this one is based on her luck stat. Just negates enemy criticals. Nope. Not getting through that armor. Not that easily. I'd like to show off the forge mechanic, the whole coin thing, but I don't know who even needs a weapon. The nice thing though is that I'll just do it for Edward. We technically share the same name. It's fine. I'll make it orange like his shirt. Thankfully, that's free. Luckily, it also doesn't cost anything extra. So rename it? No, don't want to take the time. Just give it to Edward. So, oh, right, because I don't have the coin, I can't actually do it. Oh well. So I gotta take the time to clean up this stuff. Look, they said I could do the first upgrade for free, so I thought, oh, they'll give me a demo of what the coin can actually do. That was incorrect. That one's on me. And last thing to cover, get this out of the way. Bonus experience. Bonus experience is returning from Path of Radiance. They did make something about it a little more convenient. Path of Radiance, you could only add either enough to get to the next level, or you could add 100. They have now made it that you can just add as many as you like. But bonus experience has an extra quality. Any level that you gain through bonus experience will yield exactly 3 stat gains. Exactly 3. And which 3 they are weighted based on that unit's stat growth rate. Which, you know, makes sense. What this means, though, is you really don't want to use this until your unit has gotten their main important skills, main important stats maxed out. Because then those other 3 stat gains, those 3 stat gains will have to go to the other stats that will help shore up any weaknesses they might have. Which means that you can get some really busted units. Just absolutely overpowered if you wait for, say, Myrmidon Edward to hit speed and skill, caps those, then you just go into bonus experience, and then suddenly he'll be getting like strength every level, and then he'll hit that cap too, and then he'll just be a monster. This will apply to basically every unit that you take the time to train up. So I'm not going to be doing bonus experience if I can help it. Although one trick, if you're keen on that, you can also just give a unit enough experience to get to 99 so that they'll level up in battle. That is also valid. Just leveling up in battle gives you the chance for every stat to go up, so not a bad idea, but I'm not going to get into it. The other important thing to get into, at least important in my opinion, skills. Skills have been changed a bit. Most notably, we'll assign this. And then we'll remove it. Then we can assign it again. In Path of Radiance, when you applied a skill to anyone, like that was fine. Nothing against that. But when you removed it, it would be gone forever. It would just be deleted. Which, you know, maybe not great. Maybe you don't want that. Exactly. One-time use. So you had to be careful about where you use it. Not ideal. In this game, though, they did two things with skills. First is they gave units most units anyway, gained a natural skill that doesn't cost anything. So you can see there, cancel is supposed to cost 10 points, but Leonardo has that by default, so that means it doesn't cost him anything. So I could throw on anything else that's 10 points. Like discipline to increase his weapon experience. The trade-off this time around, though, is that if you remove a skill that a unit already has by default, suddenly it will cost points, even to put it back. So if you like that skill on that unit, just never take it off. If you don't actually care about that unit, then, you know, go hog wild. I'm not here to stop you. So let's see. Who has some experience levels? Weapon experience to gain. Pretty much Micaiah, and I guess also Aaron. Micaiah's probably going to be there in the long haul, so probably not a bad idea. But I do appreciate that because you know, sometimes there are really good skills that you just don't want on a unit, and you don't have to lose it and actually just reassign it. So that part is nice. What's this library? Is the library there before? I don't know. You can look at stats though, get information. I guess means look at who's MVP, bonus experience. Got a glossary of characters and terms. That's cool. This is also kind of neat. We've got this, you got a character map, a relationship map. You got the merchant convoy. See that Laura and Aaron are childhood friends. Dawn Brigade, Soth and Micaiah have a relationship of trust. Got your nationalities labeled. It's neat. In case you see a face you're not familiar with, you can just load that up and be like, oh, okay, that's how they're connected. That was 20 minutes of preamble to this chapter. So let's just finally do it. I had death dial. Oh, laguz. That's right. At the start of all this, I did a whole preamble of, you know, a summary of what happened in Path of Radiance. I neglected to mention the laguz completely. Oh well. Part of that is because the laguz are not immediately relevant to the opening of the game. But laguz, just to put this context in there, laguz are a type of being that can transform into animals. It's the long and short of it. They're the counterparts to the humans, but that's got kind of a negative connotation to it in this fantasy world, so they call him so. Proper name is Bjork. All right, well, thank you for putting that out there. So the proper name for the humans, Bjork. Human is kind of a slur. Kind of. The Bjork that are racist call themselves humans. They call laguz subhuman, where the racism comes. And laguz would call the Bjork humans. Very much the same spirit of, wow, I hate your guts just for the type of person you are. For the species of person that. And oh, hey, they're talking about the racism now. Soth has learned to be not racist. And he learned that from Ike. Evidently, after traveling with Ike and stowing away on that ship way back when, uh, Ike has kind of inspired Soth. Children of Courage. If only, if only. I guess the Children of Courage would be we, the players. Why not? Yeah, so unsurprisingly, Ike is not entirely popular with the people of Daein. Who'd have thunk that the guy who literally crushed their army and let another nation occupied with military force would be somewhat unpopular. Okay, so this is not the desert map that I was thinking. Well, she's not the first one to say it, but there are people in Daein who are like, no, things were better under Ashnard. Because I guess something to keep in mind is that as part of Benion's occupation, they have kind of enslaved every man who's capable of fighting and forced them all into labor camps that don't actually even produce anything. They're just there to physically break them down. Daein did also kind of do that to Crimea, that's true. Basically, what I'm saying here is that, maybe war is bad. You don't need no prep tutorial. Here's the tutorial. Hey, you can look at... You can pick what units actually go into battle if you want. This early in the game, they can all go. It's fine. Other important thing, I suppose, is you can reposition your units, put them in more advantageous positions. That is actually useful, because you never know when you might need just like one extra square movement from unit. Wouldn't you know it though? It looks like we're getting our first chapter where that beast killer would come in handy. Oh well. We're just gonna have to make do. Alright, oh. Conditions, We either got to rout the enemy, or yeah, we just got to rout the enemy. Don't let Micaiah or Soth die. I go back here. I'm gonna double check that the bosses don't have anything worth going for. Chest keys, pain and agony, 2 boss characters. Laguz transformations are a whole new thing now. I think we're good to go. More or less, we're good to go. Actually, I'm going to save on screen. Just in case. I don't want to watch the tutorial. But something that's changed. So again, using Path of Radiance as our reference point. Laguz would have a meter that would fill up every turn. It would be like 4 points for every turn. 2 more points if they're attacked, while they're in their humanoid form. Then they would hit 20 points, and they would instantly transform, and then they could, fight for real. In this game, they kind of complicated it in some ways, made it better in other ways. Now, wait. What all can I... They made it so that the transformation gauge goes up to 30. Each type of laguz gains meter at different rates per turn. Got tigers and cats in this map. That part is kind of a lot. Oh, let me see. Looking at the treasure map again. All kinds of things going on here. Yeah, good soundtrack. Can't argue with that. One other thing, key change that they made that I happen to like. Is that worth the risk? That might be worth the risk. And Nolan could do it too, right? Even do it with knockbacks. Yeah. Let's go with the less risky option. Nolan's got enough meat on his bones, he can handle it. Anyway, the one thing they changed that I happen to actually really like is laguz. Before, were utterly defenseless. Make some points to this guy. They were utterly defenseless when they were not transformed. So you had to be careful about how you used them. Cool. Magic on my sword. My swordsman. That's what I need. Hey, there's the coin I was looking for. In this game, just like priests can do, laguz can counterattack if they're if someone comes up to them when they're not trained. And like with priests, their counterattack damage was also based just purely on their strength without anything boosting it. But unlike priests, they actually gain enough strength that maybe they could do a few points of damage. Not these ones against me, because this is easy mode and my units are too good for that. But just generally speaking. Yeah, GBA crit animations were always very good. Oh boy. That tiger hits hard. Ah, yes, and when laguz are transformed, they will lose their meter, will burn through it when they attack. Yeah, here's an example. So if by some really long shot Nolan misses this attack, this enemy laguz would be able to punch back for for 1 point. Only 1 point because how does that work? Oh, I guess their weapon stats are taken into consideration. Because we're looking at 8 might, base of 4 strength, 12 attack, versus Nolan's 11 defense. So they do get the benefit of their weapon that's not really a weapon because it's just a part of their body. That is good to know. That tiger really wants a piece. I'm very inclined to give it to him. Yeah, you know what, Edward? Go for it. It won't be enough to kill the tiger before the next turn, but you know what? I could also just neg there for backup. Get that tiger down to 1 attack damage. Micaiah, get some speed, please, for the love of God. What's it going to take? Around this healing jar, there's something else here to quantify. We'll see if I can get it. I guess that's one of the conveniences here is this map does have these healing jars. Any unit that's around them will recover HP on their turn. Gonna break the wall. It's fine. What I would like to do, and I know this will probably at least draws. I'm gonna try to give Meg a shot. The playthrough I watched, she ended up actually turning out really well for them. We'll just see how this goes. I mean, she can already finish off the tiger. Max! Chachi, hello. Oh, I'm so glad that I turned down the audio on my raid alert. It took so much effort, but I finally figured out what to do to get it. Ah. Oh no, hurt Turt. Who hurt the Turt? How dare. Also, I picked up a Master Seal. Oh, the Turt hurt you. Ah, were you playing some Metal Max 3? Ah. Well, I'm sorry for your Turt hurting. My heart goes out to you. Yeah, I'll take that log. Pure water. Oh. To be fair, you can't really fault the Turt for establishing boundaries. It's a good practice to get into, no matter who you are. Whether you're a Turt or Nerd. The howitzer, Jesus. That sounds like the kind of enemy design that I've come to know and love from the Metal Max series. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that VOD. Oh, God. I dare say that that tiger there fucked around and found out. Nolan coming in with the big hurt. Let's see. That's a boss there. I don't think I want Nolan to just run headlong into him. Soth can. Soth is a tough lad. Can't do anything to that tiger that's trying to lick its wounds. I'll take the long way around just to get more stuff. Maybe I should have moved Meg. Maybe not. Just out of curiosity, what does this matchup? That looks like Nolan dying immediately. The bosses. 18 damage. Close enough this turn, which is fine. Ah! It's the last prize I wanted to get here. Beast Foe is a skill that just makes it so you do bonus damage against laguz. Again, bonus damage is 3 times your weapon's strength. So that will come in handy if I ever come across any more. I hope you'll forgive me for spoiling it for you, but we will, at some point in the future, fight more laguz. Big shocker, I know. Let's see here. If the boss was willing to move to attack, then he surely would have. I wonder if that means I can just get away with throwing knives at him. Nolan come here to shore things up. Check attack speed. 12 versus Meg's 8, so she'll take 2 hits. Got 10 defense versus 14 attacks. Take 28 damage from the boss. Meg, you're not sticking around there. All right, good. Basically, I've got a dealer's choice of how I'm going to finish off the boss. The first boss. That's cool. Maybe I'll have Ilyana do it. Respect the wizard. At least this time. Alright, give me something good. That's not good. I mean... No, that's not giving me anything good. And I guess skill is handy because thunder magic is the least accurate magic. She's not getting slowed down by her second level spell. It's fine. Okay, so open up this chest. What's our prize? 3,000 gold. Hell yeah. Oh, right, the whole, like, conversation thing. This is what you get out of supports. I was complaining about them earlier. Here's what they actually look like. Nolan says, Edward, how are things holding up? Call if you need anything. Edward says, hi there, good to see you're still fighting. See, they're not actually reacting to each other. They've got just generic calls and generic responses, and they don't match up. And this is what supports look like in this game. It's just a complete waste of potential. And you can do it the other way too, so let's see what Edward has to say to Nolan. Dirty fighting, stay sharp. Never overexert yourself. See, they're just talking past each other. It's not great. Who's still... Oh, Meg. Meg, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting about you. It's not my fault, though. I swear. I'm not blaming you for coming in at level 3 when all my other units are, like, close to level 10, if not higher. Actually, I don't like that. Was I just talking about Soth? No, I wasn't talking. No. Soth's not the one at level 3. I'm talking about Meg. Meg comes in at level 3. Unpromoted. Which means she's out here trying her best. I don't want to take that away from her. But, not... She just comes in at a level where you already got a babysitter, which is not great. Jeez. Alright, fine. We'll get a conversation with Micaiah and Soth. We'll see how that looks. It should be better because this is like a plot important relationship. Even then, it's not great. Like, Micaiah's half is fine, but Soth being like, I'll stay alive. Is that good enough? Like, come on. Oh, look. Soth has been too busy in life stealing loot. Be any good at stealing hearts. And this sandy area is dragging everyone down. It's kind of annoying. But again, Soth is a hardy lad. It's fine. Well, you're gonna get 3 stats. Those are the 3 to get. Oh, those odds are 8s. Like, that's all I can get. Well, I guess Soth is going to end up with the kill. God, is Micaiah allergic to speed? Am I gonna have to look up her growth rate real quick, because I think she's gotten 1 point in 7 levels. That is atrocious. Growth rates, character. Micaiah's growth rate in speed is 35%, so not good. It's not great, and she's well below average at this point. Okay, not well below. She would, on average, have... Let's see. Get a point every 3 levels? Okay, so you'd have an extra point. She's 1 point behind in her speed. But 1 point can be a big difference maker. Alright, Soth, what are you getting this time? More skill and speed? I respect it, but Soth, please. No, all's well that ends well, I suppose. Got the loot. Got all the treasures. Got some plot going on here. Remember Raisin and Leanne from Path of Radiance? How they were, like, 2 of the 3 surviving herons? The third one was their father, who's been bedridden the entire time. Surprise! There's another. This is Raphael. Now I said there wasn't a Raphael in this game, but this is close. We've got a Raphael. Also, here's Nyla. There's Volig. I think we'll be getting... Okay, we are getting a proper introduction. Nyla is Queen of Hatari. Where's Hatari? It's somewhere over there. So, alright, fair enough. There's a kingdom that no one knew about because it's across a vast desert. Not just any desert, but the desert of death. So, fine. Fair. That's okay. "3 years. Voice has been calling out. What a coincidence." And there's a little bit of Soth's hero worship of Ike. Gotta go to Crimea because that's where Ike is. Micaiah's really just... He's just been sick of hearing about Ike for all these years. Which, well, all things considered, is at least understandable. She didn't get to play Path of Radiance from his perspective, after all.